I don't know about you, but I know that when you are being rejected consistently, it can feel like a death of 1,000 cuts. And when you think about it, that's like very, very painful. My name is Corey, and this is Thriving Tribesmen, and we're going to be talking about how to create rejection resilience within your relationship. Because it doesn't matter how many times you have sex, and if you actually move from sexless to sexual success, there will be time when you will be rejected. Again, some of the rejection that happens is not because of who you are and how you look, what she's going through. I mean, sometimes life gets into the way. Like for us, in my relationship, we just have got a very weird time schedule, and there's no way we can do it every single day. So we're just limited to the weekend. So if I was feeling frisky during the week, I could try and see if we could both meet and do something. But if the rejection happens, it's no big deal. And that's because of rejection resilience. And again, it can't be just during the week, even on the weekend. So if she couldn't come forward and do it, and either vice versa, there's that rejection resilience. It's not a big deal, because one of the things that is that over a period of time, when you're being rejected consistently, it just takes a piece of you every single time. And every time it happens is more painful than the last time. And most people end up saying things like, I don't want to put myself out there anymore. I'm feeling unattracted to her anymore. I don't even want to try. I don't even want to attempt. I don't even want to put myself out there. And I can understand that. But when you don't do anything and you don't put yourself in that position, then nothing will ever happen. And again, obviously, if you're already having issues within your relationship, there will be things that you need to do in order to start positioning yourself for you to actually have sexual success. So when we move it back and we just scale it back a little bit, and we start looking about like what really causes rejection and what increases that rejection. We start thinking about it. It comes down to a few components, and one of them that is major is what we call outcome dependency. And what that means is that whereas you do acts of service within your relationship, whether it's you being a dad, you're doing housework, or you're just doing the basic housekeeping within your relationship, sometimes we can use that as a way of scoring points so we can end up having sex. And that could be a very difficult place, because when you do that, it makes the sex transactional, and it takes away the excitement and the excitement towards having sex. And usually when that excitement goes, usually it doesn't make it as exciting. It doesn't make that other person want to go there, because it's now a transaction. They feel debted towards you based off of the service that you do. And sometimes you can sub-communicate that. What that means is that you will start putting this pressure on her because you've done these acts. So I've done all of this. I've done the dishes. I've taken the kids for homework. I've cleaned the house. I've cooked and cleaned and done everything. So therefore, that means I've given you rest. Therefore, that means that we should have sex. And because it's transactional, it kills the vibe. Because at the end of the day, when it's transactional, I think one of the things that I hate the most I would hate the most within my relationship will be obligation sex. Like, I don't want any obligation sex. I don't want you to feel obligated. I want you to want us to have sex, and you want it, So it's very, very important to actually think about that. And really the best way of doing that is to reduce the outcome. I'm going to do all of these things because I want to. I cook and clean and do everything on the weekend because I wanted to rest. She spent all week doing what she had to do within the house. She gets to relax. I get to do stuff. And I want to do it because I enjoy cooking. And one of the things that I've now started seeing that has been a benefit of me being able to cook within our relationship is that my son is now experimenting how to cook. So again, that's a byproduct from it. That is okay being in the kitchen, is okay trying his own things. And that's a byproduct of it. Because most guys just go, I'm not going to cook, I'm not going to do this. They put these things and they've divided these roles into a way that it makes it difficult to do. And I'm saying this. I'm not saying this so that you can go out there and start cooking. I'm not saying this. You should go out there and start cooking and cleaning and doing all those things in order. But what I'm saying is that I do those things not to, put up on points on the scoreboard. So I'm owed thanks. I do that because I want to, and it's just a service within the relationship. And I do that with no outcome dependency. So I'm not depending on anything to happen because I've done this. When you do that, it reduces, any sort of obligatory desire or any obligatory reason for you to have sex. And when you do that, it actually gives the room for you guys to actually start exploring excitement, playfulness, and doing things that will start causing your relationship to be more fun, and you actually start exploring. Whenever it becomes obligation, whenever you actually introduce outcome dependency, this is where rejection happens. And the more you do it, your resilience towards rejection just decreases, because you're just now putting up all you're putting up all these points, and those points are not getting you anything, and that can be demoralizing and can cause you to feel like your self-worth, an attack on your self-worth. Your confidence will drop because you're continuously getting this rejection, and the more you get that rejection, the lower than your resilience towards it decreases. Now, in order to increase that, like I said, just lower that outcome dependency. Like, don't do anything to score points, because when you do that, again, it really, really does disrupt your relationship, because it becomes very transactional. And when it becomes transactional, it becomes this tug of war within your relationship, because now she feels obligated. It's kind of, I'll put it this way. It's like, we all know it's really important to go to the gym. It's really important to eat well. And just the very thought of waking up and going to the gym can be very, very difficult. And that's the same feeling that she would feel. That she knows sex is good for a relationship. She knows that she loves you. She knows that you need sex. And she knows that she would enjoy sex when she does it. But because it's this really obligatory thing that you need to be doing in order to get this result, it becomes very, very difficult. Now, I had this for many years. When it came to the gym, I would struggle to go to the gym because I just felt like, oh God, it's the gym. That all changed when it went to Muay Thai. I enjoy going to Muay Thai, and I could go twice a day if I could, because I just love being in the gym, and I love training. I love, doing all the pad work and doing all the different combinations, even the sparring. I love all of it. And you can't stop me from doing it. Going to jiu-jitsu, again, I love doing jiu-jitsu, learning. And because of that, I don't feel like I'm training. Now, it's just getting your relationship into that place where you're excited about it, you're playful, you're enjoying, and that's where the secret is. And I think I was reading a book today when they were talking about how most people that enjoy life and that are most fulfilled are the ones that have learned how to play as adults. Just be playful. But generally, we have all these scars that are like band-aids that stop us from being playful. We think, we've just got so many things that cover us to stop us from being playful. We don't want to be putting ourselves out there. Now, that's an episode for another different episode. That's another topic for another episode that I'm stumbling on my words. But just to sum it all up, to build your rejection resilience, you need to really reduce that outcome dependency. And as you reduce those outcome dependency, you have to start looking the acts of service within your relationship, not as a way of scoring points, but as a way of just you being you and doing things that can help your children to see that how to clean, that you are not above cleaning and making sure the house is tidy. And you are not above washing the dishes. You're not above looking to cook and clean. And again, I sometimes cook with my daughter. She loves it when I cook with her. So that's bonding time with my kid, with my little one. And this is what I'm saying, that most people that just don't see it, they're doing all this extra service, and it's all with this one goal when it can be so much more. So if you're not scoring points in order to have sex, it becomes more powerful because it allows you to actually start opening yourself up to actually start playing and be playful within the relationship, joking around and messing around. In my house, we joke around and play around all the time. There's a lot of wrestling. The other day I had my pads, my wife had my boxing gloves, and we're just playing boxing. And she absolutely loved it. And again, which was weird because she was like, I haven't done a lot of calories. She burnt more calories doing that, and she had more fun. Excuse me. She had more fun with it. And the fact that she was punching me, she found it quite hilarious as well. So again, it was just playful. But then again, it just built to this sexual tension as well, which was incredible. And that was a funny way of building sexual tension. I wouldn't have never known that that's how it would pan out. But again, this is what I'm saying, that you have to create that environment where it's playful. And when you point scoring by doing acts of service within that relationship, it becomes extremely difficult to do so because it makes it obligatory to have sex, which makes it very difficult for the other person to engage. It's like waking up and going to the gym. It's like for a better way of explaining. So hopefully that makes sense, and you can actually see how you can start really changing your relationship and really doing stuff that will make it more exciting so you can actually have sexual success. So hopefully that's something that you needed to hear today and something that can help you. We are releasing the course very, very soon. Hopefully by next week. I've got a free course for you, how to get your sexy back in 30 days. Go and join our free Facebook group, Thriving Tribesmen. And once you join, you'll be able to get access to the link. We'll be releasing the link next week. So I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much for listening. I'll be seeing you soon. Take care.